Hi, everyone. Bill Rentschler in the 1011 Now streaming studio, joined with Laura Holm. Laura, this is your first time in my new space.
My first time in your setup.
What do you think of the new digs here?
It's really nice. Really great lighting, by the way.
I know. It's very bright. We usually turn the lights off or else it gets too warm. A lot of buttons, a lot of knobs, but it's a great space for us to kind of talk about some stories, news, weather, sports, everything. But we don't necessarily have to wait for the newscast to talk about it. But we're talking about a story this morning you guys have already talked about on the morning show this morning, I think. Or no.
So,
yes,
you bring up a good point. Yes. So, to debrief everyone at home. So I go to the cops briefing. The Lincoln Police Department holds a briefing every day around 9:30. That's where we meet with the Lancaster County Sheriff's Office, LPD, Lincoln Fire and Rescue. So they debrief about things that happen every day. And so today at 9:30, I went to the briefing. They call it a cops briefing, but it's a police briefing. And so they told us about a case that happened on Saturday. And basically, a Northeast Lincoln vape shop was burglarized.
Again.
For the third time in about a month, which is pretty crazy. That's the vape shop, the highest cloud. I believe it's near, it's just south of 48th and Fremont.
I think, it's right there on 40th and Hartley, I think.
Yeah, so it's right there in Northeast Lincoln. So over the weekend on Saturday, basically around 4 in the morning, police got a call to go out there on an alarm. So they went out. They saw broken glass all over. They went inside. There were vape products scattered all over the floor. They checked out surveillance video, and it showed 2 people break the glass front door and get inside. A third person shows up. All 3 of them are inside. They rummage around. It looks like they took some vape products. That's according to police. And then they left. So right now, this is all still pretty new. The case is still pretty new. The Lincoln Police Department says it caused, I want to say about $1,000 in damage.
$1,050.
Yes, $1,050 in damage. The employees at the highest cloud, they're still doing, inventory. Thank you. They're doing inventory to figure out how much vape products were taken. But last week, the Lincoln Police Department comes on every Wednesday for our Crime Stoppers segment on the morning show. And this is a surveillance video that they showed us last week. So these 2 suspects used a pole to get in. Honestly, it's very shocking to see.
They are putting a lot of effort.
Yeah, they use that pole, they get in. They went in, oh golly, you can see them sneak under there.
Yeah.
So they run in. I think the police department said they only were able to steal about $100 worth of vape products in this case. So this one happened on March 2nd. They caused $500 in damage on this case. But what's important to mention, so the highest cloud's been burglarized February 11th. March 2nd, which is the case that we're watching right now. This is the video that we're seeing right now. And then they were burglarized on March 11th.
Over the weekend.
Yes.
And I have video just about to drop into my folder here that will play from inside the highest cloud from this latest burglary attempt, which 3 times.
I know.
In a month.
I know.
It's really horrible.
Yeah. Talk about a smash and grab. They just run in. They take what they can.
Here's the newest video that reporter Ryan Valenta just went out and shot just a few minutes ago.
Oh my gosh. Oh, golly.
Yeah. So this vape shop is having trouble. The highest cloud. So police and us, too, urging anyone who potentially knows anything about these 3 burglaries. If you have information, call 402-441-6000 or Lincoln Crime Stoppers at 402-475-3600. Again, this is just local business trying to go along to get along, and unfortunately having trouble. So burglarized 3 times.
Yeah, it's important to mention too, with Lincoln Crime Stoppers, your tips are anonymous. So if you happen to know anything about any of those cases, any of those burglaries,
Call in.
You can be anonymous. You don't have to say who you are or how you know anything, because I know there's always a lot of fear. But yeah.
And so,
it stinks.
Yeah, it does. So we'll continue to follow this story. Again, Brian will have more details, or not necessarily more details, but he'll have a little ditty about this coming up at noon in about 30 minutes. And obviously we'll have this in the afternoon and evening shows later today. Laura, I'm sure we'll continue to follow this and hope that we can get a break in the case and hope it maybe comes from one of those tips from Crime Stoppers. And so, as always, we'll continue to listen to you and Brian in the morning for all the latest reports. Again, keep it to 10:11 for all of your latest news, weather, and sports, both on air and online. Anything to add before we let everyone go for now?
No, that's all I can think of. Just call LPD if you've got any tips.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. Stay tuned to 10:11 throughout the day for all the latest news, weather, and sports.